Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
A look at the weather radar shows quiet skies for most of the valley, but there's some rumblings in South Dakota and Minnesota that could reach possibly into the southern part of the valley.
We enjoyed a nice day today, and there should be more where that's coming from as we approach the end of July.
But let's toss it to Hutch for a look at what might be a little speed bump on the road for some. Here's Hutch for a first look.
All right, thanks so much, guys. As we start into the evening tonight, if you are in the far southern valley, there will be a chance of a few rumbles of thunder and some showers pushing through, but it does not look severe. But if you're heading to the good old T-ball game down in Sisseton or places like Grant County and Herman, expect some showers to be pushing through. Richland County also seeing some. A little bit of thunder and lightning not far from Hickman, and this is all drifting off to the east, so the Wheaton area is seeing showers right now. And as we head through the evening, the rest of the area should stay fairly quiet. Temperatures will be in the 70s. It does look windy with gusts over 25 miles per hour likely until sunset. We will have a chance, as you see there on the far right-hand side, of some late night thunder showers. But the best chance looks to be north. I'll have detailed information on your chance of severe weather in the forecast once again. And it looks like summer's sizzle is not done. I'll tell you all about that here in a few moments.
All right, thanks, Hutch. And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so you can keep up with any weather, anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecast, conditions, so you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free.
A toddler and 2 adults were taken to the hospital after a crash on Highway 10 in Wadena County, Minnesota. It happened around 12:30 this afternoon. A pickup was heading east on Highway 10 when an SUV exiting the parking lot of a business pulled out in front of the pickup and they collided. The driver of the pickup, 38-year-old Nicole Vandersdal of New York Mills, and her passenger, 2-year-old Asen Vandersdal, and the driver of the SUV, 18-year-old Alyssa Kimber of Hewitt, were taken to Tri-County Hospital in Wadena to be treated for their injuries.
A Fergus Falls woman is expected to be okay after a 3-vehicle crash in Douglas County, Minnesota. Investigators say it happened in the eastbound lane of Interstate 94 yesterday afternoon, about 1:45. A vehicle driven by a woman from Fergus Falls with 2 passengers slowed down with the flow of traffic in a road construction zone because of a crash nearby. A pickup hauling a camper and a boat driven by a man from New Ulm wasn't able to stop in time and hit the vehicle. That caused the vehicle to hit another car in front of it. 64-year-old Becky Green of Fergus Falls was a passenger in the vehicle that was hit by the pickup. She was taken to the hospital and treated for her injuries.
Moorhead police posted these photos on Facebook in an effort to remind semi-drivers not to avoid way stations. This semi carrying bales of hay was heading west on Center Avenue when the bales fell onto the street as the semi tried to pass underneath a train bridge. Traffic was slowed in the area until the hay was cleared off.
In Grand Forks, police are asking for your help identifying these 2 people. They are persons of interest in an ongoing investigation. The photos were posted on the department's Facebook page this morning. If you recognize either of them, use this email address that you see on the bottom of your screen to contact a detective or send a tip using tip 411.
A Fergus Falls man accused of shooting at police officers about a week ago is due back in court next month. Theodore Teedy is facing 3 counts of first-degree attempted murder. There were some procedural matters involving Teedy and his case in court in Fergus Falls today. Those charges and 6 others stem from a standoff in Fergus Falls on July 16th. A negotiator brought in an end to the incident and no one was hurt. Teedy is being held in the Otter Tail County Jail. A judge earlier set his bail at $1 million.
Minnesota Governor Mark Dayton is appealing a Ramsey County District Court decision that ruled his controversial budget veto unconstitutional. The Minnesota legislature narrowly avoided a shutdown earlier this summer, passing a budget bill that went to the governor's desk. Dayton, however, issued a line-item veto to the legislature's funding, allowing the governor to avoid a shutdown while forcing lawmakers to renegotiate parts of the budget he didn't like. A judge ruled the governor's veto essentially eliminated a co-equal branch of the government. It's not clear yet when the Minnesota Court of Appeals will hear that case. An airman from the Grand Forks Air Force Base has been recognized for being a leader in the law enforcement community.
Valley News Team's Ryan Laughlin tells us how he's making the Red River Valley safer while patrolling from the Grand Forks Air Force Base.
These guys
check left door,
may not look like it.
Be mindful
We know these doors are locked, but in case somebody can still shoot through the window.
But they're actually cops.
Oh.
Kind of.
We provide base security, home and abroad, and we also provide security for Air Force assets that total in billions of dollars.
They're called security forces.
Are you ready?
And Airman Brent Kimball, who's been living on the Grand Forks Air Force Base with his family, won the Ray Adel Law Enforcement Officer of the Year Award for all of North Dakota.
So to be even nominated for this award is quite the honor.
His role was not only to patrol the base, but Kimball was in charge of an anti-terrorism unit.
Due to the nature of our nation today and the world, you never know when you're going to be safe.
He says even though North Dakota benefits from being in a safe part of the world, it's their job to always be on guard.
A recruiting center was attacked, and they were attacked because they were vulnerable. And what we do is we eliminate these vulnerabilities.
Even though his uniform is camo, the North Dakota American Legion awarded him as the second North Dakota serviceman to ever win the award for top law enforcement officer in the state.
There's always aggressors out there, and we are lucky that here in America that we have two seas that separate us from the rest of the world. We are not like Europe, and I thank God every day we aren't like that, but we still have to protect ourselves.
He's honored for doing just that.
Can you drive the airplane?
From Grand Forks Air Force Base, I'm Ryan Laughlin, Valley News Live.
Airman Kimball was also the head of a volunteer program that helped airmen feel more at home when they're far away from their families living on base.
A heads up for drivers in West Fargo as a portion of Cheyenne Street is closed. Work started today on the new Cheyenne Plaza building. It will shut down Cheyenne Street from 4th Avenue to 5th Avenue West until August 3rd. Drivers will be deterred to 1st Street East via 4th Avenue West and 7th Avenue West during this time. The city's encouraging you to take extra care on the roadways and be on the lookout for the detour and traffic signs.
Your garden surplus could mean a healthy meal for those in need. Every Monday night from 6:30 to 7:30, Master Gardeners will be taking fruit and vegetable donations at 11 different locations from West Fargo to Moorhead and Dilworth. Greater FM area food pantries will be receiving the donations and giving to those who use food assistance. NDSU Extension is hosting an open house tomorrow night from 4 to 7. The public is invited to take a guided tour of their grounds as well as take part in activities with their kids.
Sanford Health's new hospital is set to open tomorrow, and patients are expected to start filling the facility right away in the morning. A celebratory ribbon cutting was held today to mark the completion of the nearly $500 million medical center. The hospital will host a family birth center, heart and trauma surgery centers, the Children's Hospital and emergency room as well. Sanford officials say there will be some other changes at both the Broadway Hospital and the South University campus, but most of them will be taking place over a number of months. And Valley News Team's Christy Larson will give you a tour of the new hospital tomorrow morning, and the Valley Today will help you learn about some of its very unique features.
For guys in need of a little extra space, we'll tell you where there are some man caves for rent.
And we do have a few showers in the Southern Valley as we head into the evening. Overnight rumbles of thunder could be in your forecast. I'll tell you where those will drift, and we'll have a look at a very hot week. That's next.